Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? 007, Millet Man. Hello. Good morning. Come on. Chris King 5577. ED Trading 10. Good morning. Bez. Hello. Samialia. Good morning. Hopefully I said that right. Good morning to you all, my beautiful people. I'm on from 8 to 10. We've got Lil joining us at 9 in the morning. I'm a little under the weather, so I do apologize if you hear some sniffling, or if you see me with a with tissue paper. That's the word that I was looking for. HM Trades, hello, good morning, everybody. How are you guys? Some updates for you guys coming on later on in regards to some prop discounts, some prop news. You guys know we've got the best of the best. Anyways, how was everyone's weekend? I hope everyone had a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Beautiful, beautiful. Uh, but yeah, feeling a little under the weather. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Got the sniffles, a little bit of a headache, but we pull through. What's up, Easy? Hello, good morning. By the way, if you are watching on X, or formerly known as Twitter, for those of you that still call it Twitter, head over to youtube.com/, at the lab live, because I will not be able to see your comments. Leo won't be able to see your comments once he joins us later. So just be there. Be here, be present. Join us on YouTube. How was everybody's weekend? What did you guys do? What did you guys do? By the way, by the way, insane little move here at 6 in the morning overnight. Almost 232 points to the downside here, just to get completely absorbed, and now just seeing a reaccumulation towards the upside. So my main issue, or my not my main issue, I guess I don't have an issue with it, right? My main objection with this is that Chili went to Vegas for a day. I hope you got it all out, man. I hope you got the urge and everything all out. What do you guys think of the new thumbnail, by the way? You guys like it? Be honest with me. Alix. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, what do you guys think about it? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I'll let the designer know. I'll be like, yo, Easy Trade said it looked good. Auntie, I love seeing such familiar names, man. I love seeing you guys in here consistently. Really appreciate that. Anyways, I opened up a couple packs. You guys are gonna be like, what? Couple packs, but ended up getting nothing, to be honest. Kind of disappointed. Oh, I saw that before you retracted it, by the way. But yeah, um, what was I gonna say? What was it? Pokemon is ripping at the moment. Yeah, it is. It really is. I'm not gonna lie, I am definitely a part of the bandwagon. I'm all for it, man. I think anything to that lets you tap into what you used to do. But yeah, good morning to everybody. Slow morning here. Slow markets. I believe it is a bank holiday in the UK. I'm not quite sure. Pokemon or sports packs. Pokemon. Wherever the highest return is, to be honest. I'll be honest with you. Wherever the highest return is. Yeah, UK bank holiday today. Yeah. They wanted this trade to be missed. They wanted these trades to be missed. They thought UK bank holiday, we can take advantage of that. So now currently, let's look at a couple things here. Let's go over to the daily and see if we can make a smart decision here. So, a couple things. Let me pull up ES. So, the one noticeable difference here, and I think everybody sees it obviously, is the fact that easy, appreciate it, is the fact that obviously ES managed to retrace into this imbalance here on the daily time frame. Hopefully you guys can see my scales and the time frames at the top as well. I think you should be good. Yeah, you should be able to see it perfectly. Um, so Monday today opened low reaccumulation here on ES. So you do have a divergence at these lows, but then you also have a divergence with the highs because NQ has taken the previous daily high, whereas opposed to, you don't see it here, 1 day anti, whereas opposed to ES has not taken the previous daily high. So that that puts me in a weird position, right? We have a divergence at the lows, but we also have a divergence at the highs. So is it going to be a situation where ES is likely to pull higher towards previous daily high and then bring ES with it, or NQ with it, sorry? Or are we going to see a potential redistribution now that NQ has taken the previous daily high and ES is looking to kind of make a high within the previous daily range, and then seek a distribution lower. So to me, it's a little, and I feel like I've been saying this so much lately. It's like, oh, it's been tricky, it's been tricky, it's been tricky. But it really just has been. By the way, we do have some exciting stuff coming on these next few weeks. A couple of changes coming in. I'm excited to show you all a couple of additions and changes. Excuse me. But yeah, please forgive me for my low energy today. I not feeling the best. Anyways, did anybody trade the overnight session or trade the London session? Seemed kind of slow up until 6 in the morning, actually, when sweeping out those lows. Don't mind me and my health juice. That ginger is trying to save my life. A shot of Everclear will help you with that. No trades. Good. Good, 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 good. What's everybody looking for here? Are you guys bullish, bearish? How you guys feeling about the market? How's everyone's backs? How's how's everybody's knees? Oh man, did we miss this on gold? Oh, we did. Oof. This gold setup was so clean. Oh man, yeah. Man, I went into, I know, Friday, literally on Friday, when we saw this pump or this move to the upside, sweep out previous daily high, I was like, I need to look for shorts on Monday. Oh man, this would have been so nice. Closure below the candle that swept, previous daily high, in daily internal as well. order block confirmed with a closure below the 4636 level. You just get a nice little retrace. You got to stop above that high, the OB. Or actually, when I have large wicks, I use the wick entry to target the external hourly low. Oh man, this is kind of upsetting. I feel like I wake up in the morning, um, and either like I see something that happened that I would have loved to have been in, or there's just no clean setup. That's the thing though. It's like after a really clean move, you just obviously get, not obviously, but the cycle is there, right? Clean move, consolidation, clean move, consolidation, clean move. So when something offers such a clean move, it's just like the expectation is to the ground when it comes to what comes next. Gold is just that asset you have to scan often. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been so nice. Feels like overnight has been slapping lately. It does feel like that. Was in shorts at around 4:30 a.m. Wanted to go lower, but it was taking too much time. Went higher, got to break even, and after that, that 6 a.m. candle would dump like hell, and I was out at 5:55. Felt like stupid. Hit my TP. Don't know how to react now. Oh man, it's okay. You wait for the next one, right? Just write it in a notebook somewhere. The news is Iran shot rocket to the U.S. Navy. If momentum to the upside target is 28,050, if momentum to the upside, comma, target is 28,050. I'm like organizing this. Anyways, it is 8:17 in the morning. It is slightly early here, but yeah, this is going to sound incredibly selfish of me to say, but I'm very over this entire war situation. The only, even the only reason I'm saying that, and it sounds incredibly selfish, is because just the market. It's a shitty thing to say, but yeah, lately overnight has just been giving us some moves. Because here, like this puts me in a tough spot, right? You have such a large move to the downside. You start getting closures above these imbalances, which means you're looking for a continuation, right? But I'm not going to look to port my stop down here. Because of that, we should looking for a sell. No, I would say see how market is bullish. It dumped the news in 2 hours. It's back with the open heads of open drive to the upside. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. That's one of the main factors that I look at, right? Which is why I always start on the daily chart. Which is why I always start on the daily chart. Just write some stuff down here. Need to make a note. I need to make a couple of notes. No, 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 note. Start my day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Rain on me. What's today? The 4th. Do you trade out of your time if model is present? I do, but less risk. After intraday, I felt like it may never traded early this. Yeah, I do, but it's less risk. What I mean by that is just like less size. I take on less size. I wouldn't miss the opportunity if the model is clean. The only thing is it's like the reality is that I've only backtested my model for a specific like time window. So I'm kind of operating under a gray area whenever I take one outside of my time window. Mondays and especially Mondays from NFP week set the tone for the week. However, trades are easier because when imbalances start at NWOG extremes, those are pivots to look at for trades. Yeah, the more confluences you can get at a specific price point, the better. I'm all for that. I mean, in this particular scenario, I would be a huge fan of coming back down actually to the 27 740s. I know this might seem far-fetched, but come back down 27 740s, tap into OB, and then seek higher prices from here. I think this would be my my favorite my favorite setup. But yeah, I would suggest that. I mean, if you find yourself like if you I don't know what time zone you're in. I mean, it depends on really what time zone you guys are in because New York Open is the morning for me, so I happen to just backtest like anywhere for or I happen to backtest specifically from 9 in the morning to 11 in the morning. So all of the information and typically all the trades that I've ever taken have fallen under that window. Yeah, I'm trading Tradeify today and TPT. Also, be sure to drop a like. Be sure to share. Be sure to share. I got a couple hats left over. Who knows? If you do your part and you share, you get a special little prize. What about you guys? You guys trading props today? Who's trading live account in this environment? I'm not judging you for it. I'm just asking. Do you know any other prop firms that has a layout like Top Step? If you understand what I mean. You mean like from a software perspective, or what do you mean by that? Give me a bit more description. I mean, I don't know, man. I personally, I personally really like Tradovate. Um, I've been using Tradovate for a while. Other props usually require a third party. Well, that's the thing, right? I mean, the whole thing with TopStep is that they specifically made their own software and um, brokerage, right? So you will likely not find that anywhere else. But majority of the third party options, I mean, from what I know that I've used, I really like Tradovate. It's weird, no, everyone has his own preferred platform. I never really tried trading because I don't really like the rules. I trade live every day and props on the side. It's rare, really rare that I don't trade live. VIX has to be over 50, LOL. I see, thank you. Yeah, Ray. It's a tough one. But um yeah, you can still group trade obviously within the same prop. And then apart from that, if you want to group trade with multiple different props, then you would just need a copy trader. What alternatives I have to Tradeovate and NinjaTrader so I can use Tradecopia for both demo props and live? Hmm. That's a great question. Rain on me. I know maybe potentially trade C with a couple of firms. You can do wealth charts as well. But I think realistically the best option is Tradeovate. It might seem. Yeah, trade C, wealth charts. What else is in there? There's a couple more options. Which copy trader do you use? I don't use a copy trader, brother, actually. Why Tradebate looks the same as Ninja? It is the same. It is Bez, yes. Ninja owns Tradebate. Good morning to you all. There's a new platform called Funded Seat. Their rules seem fine, but they don't propose Tradevate only platforms I don't use. You guys tried them? No. Anything that I have personally used or the team will personally have or the team has used will be posted on propfirm.compare. That is where I get all of my platform information, and that is um, where I check reviews. Does Tradevate have one? I've heard they do. Tradevate has group trading, which means you can buy multiple accounts from the same firm and then create a group and group them all together for your orders. TopStep made prop trading so easy, but recently the 60% payout cut is not it. I tried trading in MT5, but those platforms seem a bit outdated or just more complicated than it needs to be on the phone. Gotcha, or maybe it's just me and I need to learn how to adapt. I think it's a combination of both. I think it's okay for us to be critical of the platforms that we use. It's the only way those same platforms improve anyways. But I think it's also important to acknowledge the fact that we might need to mold a little bit into that. I do agree with you. Maybe some of the decisions that TopStep has made recently aren't, necessarily amazing, but we learn to adapt, right? That's that's just what we do. But yeah, you can do group trading on Tradevate. Anyways, back to this. Not much. 8:27 coming up. Let's check the news actually. What do we have on Forex Factory coming up for this week? So today, no news. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. ISM services, JOLTS. Wednesday, orange folder. Thursday, orange folder. And then Friday, we've got NFP. Thank you, Ray Ray. Thank you, Ray Ray. Yeah, there's no reason why we shouldn't be like critical of these platforms. But yeah, I've got Lo joining us in about 30 minutes or so. He'll join us at 9 a.m. Eastern. I will also be streaming the PM session today. And again, to reiterate, by the way, if you guys are watching on X or Twitter, head over to youtube.com/@ thelab.live in order for us to see your chat. There are a lot of new firms. There are a lot of new firms. There are a lot of different things. Again, anything that we take serious, um, you'll see on Compare, and that also includes reviews from the public, like such as yourself. So if you guys want to see like what people are saying, what's up, Fred? If you guys want to see what people are saying, how they feel about a particular firm, the rules, everything in just one place, you can go to Compare. Or if you have something to say for yourself. Have you ever dabbled with the app Trader Locker? No, I have not. I have not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a very like habitual, like I'm a very habitual person. So it's like when I find something I like, I tend to stick to it. So like for example, I used to trade options on Thinkorswim. I still use Thinkorswim. I use Tradeovate for all props, and then NinjaTrader for personal. I like to stick to kind of what I know. Morning, Fred. But yeah, yeah. Unless I see something that's like significantly better, right? I like charting on TradingView because it makes it easier. Like for, let me see if I can adjust this really quickly. There we go. I like charting on TradingView just because some of the tools, but the reality of it is it's like trading on Tradovate, your candles are just printing way quicker. And I think that that's something that TradingView can fix. Uh, I just don't know why they haven't gone about it. I feel like they're making small little changes here and there, like changing the icon for excuse me, changing the icon for the long or the short, and it's like, is this really the priority? Like, why don't we work on making our candles print faster? Thinkorswim was a little overcomplicated for me at the time. At the time, I just used Weeble for options. Now, fair. I think Thinkorswim is great. So many different things that you can use, and literally just by having a Charles Schwab account. By the way, drop a like, subscribe. TradingView is the best charting tool. TradeAway is the best for execution. IMO TradingView has issue with API calls latency if you trade with them. There is a massive latency issue on TradingView. Do you think it is important to have a verified track record? I think it's important if you're looking for a professional career at a firm. But I think if you can sustainably, take out payouts, I tend to measure my payouts and costs on a quarterly basis. Can I get prop firm accounts audited? I don't believe so. You should look into Trader Locker. It's actually a really good platform and easy to use. Um, okay. Yeah. I mean, listen, we're always looking, we've always got our eye out. I know Trade C looks really good, and I know that their data is quick. And again, this is a competitive industry, so let's see here. Check the 4 hour on. Yes. Excuse me. I also just think Trading View looks familiar to everyone and easy to understand. Because if I had, for example, like a Thinkorswim chart up right now, people would be slightly confused. Especially because I've got it in dark mode. What do you guys think? Do you guys like dark mode or light mode more on charts? Dark? Dark? Really? Light, light. Yo, it's up design. Dark, dark, light, light, dark mode, 100%. Okay, I'll make a change. Type one if you are a light mode, or type two if you're a dark mode. Two, one, two, 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 one, two. Yeah, don't make me laugh, guys. God, I have to count these manually. Two, three, four. Again, one for light, two for dark. Always dark. Alex, stop smoking dope. Never that, brother. My only sin is Admiral Spritz. Had to think about that one. Two, one. What's up with the number? Question mark. What number? Turn to the dark side, my friend. What number? What are you talking about? Yep. Oh, one and two. I was just asking chat to type one if they preferred light mode or type two if they preferred dark mode on the chart. In my experience, white light reflection eventually burned the eyes. Yeah, that's why I have blue light glasses on. I see a lot of questions. Let me actually get through these really quickly. Tastes like cough syrup. Nah, see, now you're just hating. TradingView has a huge. Okay, I started trading years ago on Quantar and Atlas TBH. It's tough for me to use anything but advanced execution platforms like these. I feel very limited on anything else. I agree with you. I think I think OCO bracket orders, a little bit more detailed orders are very. It's like you have to think about it like from that perspective, right? Like if you were a large platform, right? You had a large audience. It's harder to close the gap and try and teach people how to manage those complex orders. Because the reality of it is like the user won't even really, it won't even be that popular of an option, right? So I think the reason why TradingView just has that, what Panda was saying, that advantage is that it appeals to a larger crowd. But I do like, sometimes I do feel like uh, those complex bracket orders can be useful, but it's like to the average person. In my experience, white reflection eventually burns the eyes. I agree with you. Um, Alex, how do you decide which asset and QES to focus on for framework? I will tell you guys this right now. Let me expand on this. And then F Duthoy, I'll explain why I opened the like profile indicator in a second. Programmable stops and partial take profits are game changers, IMO. I agree. Is it just focusing on the asset that is clear? No. There is one asset that will always reign king. And can you guys guess? Out of the three, ES, NQ, and YM, which of these do you guys think has the most dollar volume, notional dollar volume traded on a daily basis? Excuse me. Trump. Uh, Gold, ES, S&P, ES. If you're saying ES, you are 100% correct. And if there's something that I can say and speak on is that if you want to, if you're doing technical analysis, and this is the way I see it, if you're doing technical analysis, follow the money. Follow the money. So ES from a daily notional, dollar volume, ES trades about 540 billion dollars a day. NQ trades about 270 billion, and then YM trades about 31 billion. So like I the reason like why you hear me and like some of us on the team say like, "Oh, YM," like I can't even don't even talk to me about YM. It's a it's its own it's not really that important, unfortunately. I'm sorry, YM. I know. But from a like a narrative perspective, the one asset you should really be listening to is yes. So yeah, ES trades about like 1.6, 1.7 times the amount in dollar worth of NQ. And then Jesus, YM is like a tenth of ES. Everyone trades YM now and does order flow online. Haha. I think order flow is a very useful tool. ES is like my toxic. ES actually treats me better than NQ. I don't even know why I go back to NQ when ES just treats me significantly better. She's always manipulating me. Yeah, she's my toxica. Can you repeat those numbers again? Um, ES trades around 540 billion a day. NQ is around 270 billion, and YM is around 35 billion. All right, Alex, are you getting cold, bro? Yeah, yeah, I have a cold running, man. I'm actually kind of going through it, but it's okay. I'm here because I love you all very much. Sherry, I hope you got those numbers. You can look it up, you can verify it. I've talked to my quant, my source about it. Claude, when are you banging the 5 second chart again? I don't know, man. I feel like that doesn't appeal to the masses. You guys like it when I trade the 5 second chart? Also, oh, let me get back to where was the question here? FG toy. I just like seeing where the because you had asked me the volume profile. I just like seeing if value area high, value area low, and if this drop like wherever the volume is, like point of control. Can you repeat the numbers again, please? Nah, nah. See, Justin, now you're playing with me. Next time, I'll say it again, and then I got somebody else be like, "Yo, can you repeat the numbers?" ES 540 billion, NQ 270 billion, YM 35 billion. Hells yeah, LOL. Yeah. 150K, 500 accounts, how many cons you like to trade, and when you start scaling. I knew Alex was gonna say that. That was just joking, brother. I knew Alex was gonna say that. You trade only at the end of the day. The volume has to be perfect for the 5 second chart. That's just those are my eyes. Fuck, am I so predictable? Yeah. Nah, just a little bit. Volume also points out where most of the money is at, no? Yeah. Like today's range volume profile. Is this the volume profile for the day? Yes, it is. Opening on Sunday. Contact highlights volume. Yeah. I just like to see where point of control is pretty much and again, I'm still implementing this. I have done a ton of research on the volume profile before. Um, but there's a difference between there's a huge difference between like knowing a tool and knowing about it and then like actually implementing it in your trading. Like these are two very different aspects. Like one is practice, one is reading, and then the other one is like applicability, right? You just know me well enough already. Oh, yeah. P shape. Yeah. P shape, B shape, whatever. Um, yeah. But good day, gentlemen. Hello. Yeah. Market option theory. Yeah. I think it's good for people to expand. I think it's good for you guys to try things that work. I think it's good for you guys to try things that don't work because actually you just like narrow stuff down, you know? I think it's like so crucial for us to try things that fail because then how the hell are we supposed to know what works if we don't fail, you know? Also, if you are here, drop a like. If you're watching on X or Twitter, head over to youtube.com/, at the lab live. Be sure to stop by, share, drop a like, subscribe, put that bell thing on so you guys know exactly when we go live every single day. Use time stat map. I have used it before. I do like the tool. I think it's useful. Dump it. This guy's bearish. Hello, Anthony. Riri. Trust me, we should sell. Always. Where's the tennis ball guy? Who's the He's around here somewhere. By the way, I'm rearranging my entire office. I'm turning it into a studio. You guys are gonna like it. It's gonna look great. Like Kane, he infected me. Dude, same. Whenever I go over to Kane's, I'm like a little bit more short than I know. I'm like short biased than usual. Already caught that short this morning. Hell yeah. Love that. Yeah, drop a like, share. If you haven't already, go over to Prop.compare for all the reviews, all the top props. Make sure to create an account. Don't be lame. Am I allowed to say that? I'm about to buy a new mixer. Buy it. Anyway, slow morning here, 8:45. We got about 45 minutes to the equities open. We'll see what Leo has to say when he comes on. I wanted that long out of the 4 hour FUG, but I was asleep. Me too. It was 6:15 in the morning. I usually wake up at 8, 7:30 to 8 now. So Godspeed. Rain on me. I think it's hilarious that my most liked post on Instagram right now is the picture with Benjamin Netanyahu. I wanted that long out of the 4 hour FUG. Oh, I thought I literally reread that. I think I could have sworn it was a new comment. Buyers trying, but bro reread the same thing. Yeah. Alex, are you going slightly crazy? No. Continue to prove the world. What's the dollar at, man? 98.3. What's this look like on a daily? 102. I'm loving these gas prices. By the way, who here trades oil? Who here trades oil? This is a crazy question. Alex, if you could have one superpower, which one would you want to have? This is a deep, deep question. Yeah, who here trades oil? Like, kind of consistently. Not that you take one trade when I trade all the energy futures. Wow, that's so fitting for your name, actually. How do you usually cycle through the different time frames? I find myself not knowing if I should look at the H4 or H1 for POI or M30. H4 is king, but that really just entirely depends. The way I go about my day is that I start on the daily. Every single time I hop on a chart, the first thing I'm looking at is the daily chart. And then from here I decide, okay, did the previous day close above that previous day's high or low? Kind of just to view what the daily chart wants to do, because the higher the time, like the higher time frame takes precedence, right? And excuse my eye itch, but the higher time frame takes precedence, right? I'm looking for higher here, which means that my first target is likely going to be the previous daily high. Obviously, I'm not going to necessarily use this as a target for an intraday trade if I'm trading very low time frames, but I just want to have a good idea or a bias as to like what the daily chart supports. Whatever the daily chart supports is typically the direction that I'm going to trade in. You have been in the lab how long, Alex? Actually, Ken and I started the lab, so I have been in it since the beginning. What do you think about that H1 quick opening? What was I saying? Oh, made me lose my train of thought. Just how different is the Discord chat versus YouTube? Um, well, I mean, we don't do the Discord anymore, but if you're talking about previously, there are a lot of people from the lab actually in here, so it feels very, very similar. So then I drop down to an H4. I look for an imbalance that we can trade out of and a sweep of the previous 4 hour or hourly low. You can send AI pics on Discord. That you can. that you can. And then depending, if we have a 4 hour swing, I look for a 15-minute OB. If we have an hourly swing, I look for a 5 minute OB in the general trend or the direction of where my draw is, which is this high. So we don't have a 4 hour swing. We do, however, have a 4 hour internal. Do we have an hourly swing? No, not really. So the reality of it is that like in this particular case, like I consider this to not really have a good clean framework on a higher time frame, so I'm likely not very, inclined to look for anything at the moment. Why did you guys close the lab and started the YouTube live? Any specific reason? We just wanted to go public, man. Thank you potentially daily swing, yes, bully swing. Yeah. I think somebody has to be in charge of creating the best live trading show. And I think that we're the guys to do that. That's just the reality of it. Like that's just the way I see it. I think somebody had to be in charge of creating the best YouTube live stream trading show, and we are those designated people. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think we are that. We are those people to do that. And I think that with the coming updates and the new coming segments that we're going to be implementing, you guys are going to love it. Looking at your content and the consistency so far is amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Didn't T-Trades start the lab with you all? No, 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 no. T-Trades is just a close friend. Loving it already? Hell yeah. No, but trust me, like, yeah. Trust me, it only gets better, right? Like you start something, you get feedback on it. This is why I'm always consistently asking you guys for feedback because like we need ways to improve. And what better ways to improve than to ask the actual people that spend time watching your stuff? Like, let's be for real. And then I also think it's good that we're confident in our abilities to create something wonderful. So if you guys see changes in the show, in our segments, like we'll have new segments, we'll have new looks, we'll have things that are gonna just make it way more interactive, right? So yeah, as far as like what we do, I wouldn't say the lab is anything one thing in particular, but it really just sets the standard. Yeah, right. Just don't bring Leo here. He's a liar. What did he do? Fill me in on this. Agree, live stream trading shows need to be something better. Glad you guys did this. Yeah, it needs to be better. Um, and we still have a lot of room for improvement, and we are working on that behind the scenes. So don't worry. Are your order blocks always at the reversal point? I noticed that your OB is slightly different to T trades. My order block is always at the specific price point of the previous low. So let me actually explain this right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, before Leo gets on. Let's say you have, let's say you have a low, right? God, let's say you have a low, right? Right here. That's your low. Let's say this price point is 1,500. Just an example. This is SPX, whatever. 1,500 on XPS. This is the low, right? Let's say we have this candle, guys, and please don't insult my artistic integrity. I'm trying my best, okay? I promise. Let's say we have this candle, right? We have this candle, and then we have this candle. which is like your reversal, whatever you want to call it, right? So I'm an artist. I'm an artist. So if I ask you, right, if I ask you, yo, out of these candles, like out of candle one, out of candle two, out of candle three, out of these candles, which candles happened their range from their high to their low, from their high to their low, their range intersected with the 1500 SPX price point? Like, what would you say? That was a question, and I am waiting for an answer. He was up on Friday, had two L's, and was done for the day by 10:30 a.m. And then when yesterday he posted a video on W on Friday. Two and three. Yes, it is two and three. Excuse me. Two. Which candles have a perfect, like touched? Like if you're thinking in terms of like a touch, like which two candles touch the 1500 SPX price point? It's two and three. Now, some people like using the entire move. They're like, oh, right? Because obviously, like if we see a reversal from here, some people like using from this high to this low. But I only use the candles that specifically tapped into that price point. So it's like, for example, here, this is the old low, and I say, hey, you know, is this on the 5 second? No. And I say, hey, which candle or which candles had an interaction with this 27,555? There's only one, which is this one here. That then, as soon as this gets closed above its high for a bullish candle, that then becomes your order block. So then ideally, obviously, you place your limit right there, yada yada yada, stop at the low, and then you can target the highs, etc. But for me, whenever we have such large candles for order blocks, like this is 116 points. I like to use middle line and then see a retrace back into that low, back into that midpoint of the OB whenever they're massive. So in an ideal scenario for the 9:30 open, what I would love to see is come back down, sweep out this low, tap into the midpoint or near the midpoint, and then see an expansion to the highs. Not directly, but you might think that I do trade it Palinish just because I do use swings. No continuation OB. You could set up the framework for a continuation OB. In this particular case, it would be this one here. That would be your continuation OB. But I think that we get a retrace. Which time frame though? So right now, this is the 5 minute time frame. So this would be the 5 minute time frame. I need to see a retrace back down here into this imbalance here near the mean threshold of the OB. Sweep of this low at 27,742 and then higher. Alex, you looked into the new premium accounts with Alpha Futures. So, hello, Jack. Hello. I have looked into them. I think they're pretty solid. I think it's a solid option. Okay. That's 9 a.m., so pretty cool. Rain on me. All good. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Dude, anytime, anything, let me know. How do are you biased towards the daily FEG or all-time highs? I'm biased towards higher, brother. We've got Lil joining us here in a second. Stand by. This guy's wearing drip today, by the way. He's got that Arc'teryx. Bring him on. Bring him on. Woo! Look at that hat though, dude. Yo, show
Good
them.
morning, good morning. How are we doing?
Good morning, dude. How are you?
Doing fantastic, dude. What a great to happy Monday. It's a very
Yes.
happy Monday. We got the missus in town with the family. Can't even
Yeah.
lie, it's a great Monday.
I saw you were on a plane. You're back home.
Yeah, back home.
Hmm.
We're back home, dude. I'm excited. Got a bunch of fun stuff planned coming up, so it's gonna be a good time. How are you
When are you,
though?
when are you coming back?
Want to come back? Probably end May, early June.
In May, early June. Okay, sick. Yeah, we'll try to
Uh-huh.
hang out or something.
Sweet, sweet. Yeah, dude. Just hopping on the charts here. Looks like we had quite the aggressive 6 o'clock candle here on the hourly.
Oh,
Alrighty.
by
Well,
the
first,
way,
let me just
that-
get the brokerage open here. First of all, good morning, everybody. Hope we're doing fantastic. Happy Monday. So, oh, it was really funny. I posted a trade recap video, the one from Friday, as an educational recap from a trade I mapped out on Friday. Wasn't ended up being a trade that I ended up taking. It was an educational recap that I mapped out. But ended up being took a small win on PM session Friday, and that was the rest of my Friday for me. No AM session trades though. But yeah, good morning. Let me look at the charts here, and then we'll get into some live trading. First and foremost, let's look at the daily here. When it comes to NASDAQ and ES here, what exactly are we noticing? ES has actually swept out the Friday low. NASDAQ has not. So we have major, major, major SMT at the daily time frame at the lows here, which is something that I'm definitely paying attention to when it comes to markets for today. Also, not only that, but we also have an SMT within this gap fill on ES, which is something I'm paying attention to. Here we see that we formed this massive gap on ES here, where we now have this SMT, and ES is the weaker asset in this pair too. So this is something to pay attention for today. Can't even lie, just based off of this, what I'm seeing, the fact that we pulled into this encroachment on the fair value gap. Can't lie, guys. I'm expecting some bullish bias for today. It's giving me the read. It's telling me that bulls look like they are ready to step into market, to say the least. Especially with this type of framework here on the daily. 6 hour and 4 hour, kind of same methodology here. We have that SMT divergence on the 6 hour that is also pulled into this 6 hour fair value gap here as well. Another thing to be wary of here when it comes to these live trades. So for myself, definitely going to find a way to position myself that way we can capitalize on this SMT and also align it with an entry signature into market for today. So it's gonna be a fun one, chat. Think we're gonna have a pretty good Monday. I don't know if we have, what do we have in terms of news? It's a no
no,
news Monday as well. So It's looking pretty good. We've got no news Monday, SMT at the lows here. This is me just hopping on the charts chat. So you guys are hearing more and more about the hour six. Coach Fred, hour six is really clean. If hour four is not giving a good signature, hour six for me has been just a good way for me to get a better read on market. Because it's 4 6 hour candles in a day. You trade fractal? Yes, I trade a variation of the fractal. 4 hour here, kind of this, or 6 hour. Yeah, we also have this. Oh, this SMT is really nice, Chad. I can't even lie. SMT in this gap fill, definitely looking to trade NASDAQ into the New York Open here, looking for higher prices. Targeting 27,966 would be a very good draw, especially at the New York Open for today. So that's what I'm currently watching at the moment. 4 hour, same kind of structure as the 6 year. And hourly, as I mentioned, also looking very bullish here. Massive wick reject to the bull side here, leading to a little bit of this consolidation slash indecisive hourly candles, but we are seeing a good bullish wick form here at the 9 o'clock open. So anticipating some good movement with that. So sorry for the long analysis there, chap. That was my first hop on the charts for myself, but this is actively what I'm looking for. What did what did you scout today, Alex?
Dude, I just want higher.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want it to come back down to 725. Or not 725, but 743. Just like come back down to the slow.
Yeah, it's not a
And then
bad idea.
higher. I think that would be actually great, but I don't know if they want to bring it all the way back down here.
I think they'll definitely bring it back to the 66, this 15-minute gap that we have here. I think that's very feasible during New York Open. They just brought it back into it and we're rejecting off of it now. So we might even get a 15-minute continuation sequence. Um, but yeah, chat, honestly, I'm looking at this quite intensely with this 15-minute gap here that market rejected off of. And I don't know if there's an active SMT as well. No active SMT, but yeah, 15-minute gap here. And that looks quite promising. I can't even lie. All right. Wow, wow, wow. What a day, chat. It's going to be an interesting one today. Just get this FVG mapped out here. Okay, let's see what we can scout. So no SMT with NASDAQ. NASDAQ's just slowly pulling higher here though. YM, no SMT with YM as well. Wow. I mean, we're seeing some good correlation between the three assets though, so no complaints here. Alrighty. Opa.
You trade fractal.
I trade a variation of
You
the
do.
fractal. This is
That he does.
fractal models. Very nice. Very, very nice. Just getting everything reposted here on the socials, making sure that people know that we are live.
Yes.
Mm.
Put it in
Uh,
Discord if you can.
yeah,
Rain on me.
finally back on the triple monitor setup right now, feeling like the absolute dog.
Oh yeah, you're back on your setup.
Yep.
Dude, I'm so excited to show you. I'm turning my entire office into a studio.
Are you? Oh my God, that's gonna look so nice.
Yeah, bro.
It's actually gonna look wicked here, and then boom, perfect. Now we're fully set up here. We're fully set up. I'm fully logged into the brokerages as well. Honestly, would have been nice if we had some 15-minute SMT there. I can't lie. No 15-minute SMT as of right now between any of the three correlating assets, but I do like this 15-minute pop regardless. Um, I mean, technically, if we get a closure above this 27, 857.25, that looks very bullish going into the New York Open there, especially off this 15-minute gap. That's what I'm watching right now.
Rain on me.
How was everybody's weekends though? Did we have a good mental reset pulling into markets for this week? What was the general verdict for everybody? How was everybody's weekend? Did we reset? Did we not reset? Oh, there's a nice little pop there. Jeez. Okay, NASDAQ. Cheers, I guess.
Dude,
Cheers, brother. Cheers, brother.
we're just gonna have to scalp the 5 second today.
It's demon, dude. Absolute demon for say. Somebody stop this guy, man. You can't catch a break off the 5 second.
It's It's too addicting.
Yeah. Wow, that was actually a big wick reject there on the 1 minute here as well. Jeez, look at that. Off the 15-minute 60 I had marked. That just pulled.
Bring your low.
Um, Seeming like it now at this point. Jeez Louise.
So you flew back yesterday?
I got back 2 days ago.
Oh, Saturday?
Yeah. Got back, or I got back Friday late. Friday late.
Apparently Vegas wasn't enough. Never been. I've been to casinos. I just like, I don't know.
I don't know.
My thing.
Boss man's not big into the casino scene.
You guys in the US? Yeah. I'm in Florida, brother.
I'm in California as we speak. West Coast. Geez, NASDAQ rejected hard off that 60. We closed above and then immediately retraced back into the EQ of the previous 15 minute. That was kind of dirty, I can't lie. Now it's looking like it's trying to fight for lower prices.
Morning, Wesley. Florida boys. Yep.
What's up, Josiah? Wesley, good morning as well. Which indicator are you using for PO3? This for me, I'm using the T-Trades fractal T-Trades fractal model, the TTFM Pro here.
That's how I've been all morning, dude. I've been like
Model the
rereading the same
TTFM Pro
comment.
TTFM Pro model. Oh gosh. We must be patient this morning, chat. Not liking this movement on NASDAQ pre-open, but that's all right. We got 18 minutes. What's up, Shams? Morning, Shams.
Waiting for 10 a.m.
Waiting for
6
10 a.m. 6 a.m. is a large wick. 6 a.m. is a very large wick. Yeah. Likely gonna wait for 10 based on what I'm seeing, but we could also pull into the 15-minute gap and form a continuation sequence. If we form SMT within that 15-minute gap, it doesn't look too bad um for higher prices. We'll see though.
Shams, Florida boys. You already know, dude. You know.
Bang bang.
It's the best state ever.
So yeah, sort of Apex, kind of what I'm envisioning here. We pulled in this 15-minute gap. I wouldn't be surprised if New York Open repulls back into this 15-minute before we send prices higher. Because right now we're also rejecting off this humongous gap that we made on the 15-minute as well. So I would not be surprised if we see a trace back into this 15-minute gap here before pulling prices higher. But higher prices for me is definitely the outlook for today.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Time is it 9:13? Hmm. Producer, do we have the prop firm news screen set up fully? Yes, we do. Let's get this pulled up.
Oh, sick.
Boys, you guys know that on Mondays, I love updating you guys on what's going on. Much Matrix, much wow. This thing looks good, huh? Hello, Nick.
What's up,
Anyways,
Nick?
producer, let's get this thing started. So you guys know we like to keep you guys updated on all the news. And at Profit.Compare, obviously, we guys send out the the newsletter. But can we get here the first slide, please? So Take Profit is still 40% off, the usual. Nothing has changed there. If you guys like Take Profit and you guys want to leave a review, you can head over to Profit.Compare, drop that there. Personally, I've used Take Profit. I do like them. Obviously, look into their rules, look into their account sizes. Next one, please. Oh God, I'm losing my voice here. Alpha Futures, actually. Somebody had just asked me about Alpha Futures earlier. I think it was Jack. They do have the 25% off their new premium plan. The new premium plan comes with with a couple of changes. They replaced one of their old plans, and it actually looks pretty good. So they actually replaced the standard plan. Um, and so Yeah, actually, I did make a video on this. So if you want to go check that out, we have it up on the prop firm compare. But if you guys just want to look at the account sizes and the different prices, you can go over to prop firm compare as well. Good morning, good morning. Next one, please. Please excuse my voice. Apex Trader funding is actually still 90% off, which somebody made a joke last time and it was like, oh, if it's not if Apex is not 90% off, it's because it's 80% off. And they're kind of
Real.
right. Apex is still 90% off, and their 50K intraday eval is actually a $65 activation fee. So for my Apex lovers, you guys can go over, use code LAB, get that 90% off on all accounts, and then the $65 activation fee is only applicable for the 50K intraday. Last one, please. Drum roll. Probably won't be anything too crazy. And the last one is E8 markets. So E8 markets actually are 25% off, or actually 30% off, sorry. So if you guys want to check out the E8, they've got some good accounts. And again, just be sure to look at the plans, look at the different price points, look at the different sizes, and make sure you're fully aware of your drawdown, your profit targets. Um, Pretty much just make smart decisions, you know? Back to the charts, please.
There we go. All the prop firms chat. Good morning, Nick. Yes, so chat pre New York session now, kind of what I'm anticipating here, bit of a consolidation pre New York on Nasdaq. So I would not be surprised if the following occurs. See this accumulation form. We have this 1 minute gap that formed at the 905. Would not be surprised if we see a New York M session bearish leg that tries to sweep out this 1 minute gap as well as pull down into this 15 minute gap as well prior to extending prices higher. We do have quite a large wick here, but no SMT active near these active lows within this gap. So if we can add form an SMT, see one asset pull higher, one asset sweep back into this 15 minute, this could be a really good signature for higher prices. As of right now, no entry signature since we are seeing that this is a bit of a consolidating range at the moment, but Nasdaq is making its debut to higher prices right now. So see if Nasdaq makes its walk of fame here into higher prices. But we will see. Time will tell.
Much
Um,
Matrix.
six 600 drawdown left on my 25K account. Let's try how to recover from here. Trade light size knowledge. You should be trading like 1 micro on a 25K, 1, 2 micros on a 25K, taking high probability setups. You're trying to rebuild your buffer. That's the biggest advice I can give you. If you're, when you mean that you messed up, what were you trading? Was it just continuous scalp trades off of choppy PA? Because I'm assuming if you said you got messed up from the chop, you were just trading consolidation. And you were probably scalping consolidation too, which is very low probability. I'm going to assume that was the case. I could be incorrect, but I'm going to assume that was the case. Dude,
Dude, what kind of music you listen to, bro?
I'm kind of all over the place, but indie slash Islander music I really like Rum Jungle, Sticky Fingers, that type of shazazz. Also big into the EDM side as well.
Really?
Yeah, massive. Love me some good EDM. Yeah, that's kind of the mains for me. I can't lie.
Hmm.
I can't lie. That's like the main ones for me. What about you?
Dude,
Yeah,
I
and
listen
and
to
and of course some French rap. Yeah,
you
office
listen to
on it
French
too,
rap?
and some French rap always. Oof,
It's kind of fire, actually.
dude, French rap is banging. Let me tell you.
Rain on. J Bug. Euros look good for short.
EA
Classic Cali
Sports.
music profile. I don't know if French rap is classic Cali music profile, bro. Is it? Maybe I just don't know. NTM.
Classic Cali music profile. I don't know if it is. Is it?
Yeah,
I really
I
don't
don't
know if
know.
it's a classic Cali music profile. I don't. I think I'm gonna have to disagree on that.
Yeah.
Price is pulling lower here. We've got about
Yeah, it's
8
lower.
minutes, 9 minutes and 30 seconds here until the New York Open. And we're still within a little bit of a tight range here. Classic French wrap from 2000s. NTM, yeah, that's actually not bad. Just without the French wrap, of course. Yeah. But I really like, I mean, indie, like listen to Rum Jungle and tell me if that's classic Californian music. I really don't think it is. Oh, fun fact, dude. I've been wanting to see Rum Jungle in concert. It's my favorite band of all time. Like I couldn't even tell you how many hours I've listened to that band. And I've been trying to watch them live on tour for ages, dude. But they came to the US one time, and the one time they came to the US, I had a triathlon national, so I had to miss it. And then I was in London with the missus, and she found that they were live in London when I was there. So we got tickets and went to go see it. It was insane. Or she got me tickets to go see it. It was insane. It's like a dream, dude. All right, I'm not liking. All right. I want to see a strong bearish sweep out here and then watch for higher price. Rum Jungle is very nice, so I'm glad we have some people that know Rum Jungle. Local Native is great. Yeah, that's a great band. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, as of right now, chat, not much chart analysis. Just gonna more so wait for the open, answer some questions in chat here. Just trying to see what exactly we can see occur, but it does look, ES is starting to look quite weak here, NASDAQ as well. So likely gonna look for lower and lower.
Nice consolidation at 15. Yeah. We're
Yeah.
we're complementing consolidations now. We're like, yeah, nice.
Yeah, this is a good consolidation. I like this. Good range, man. Really good range here.
Trying to stay
NASDAQ,
positive.
NASDAQ, why don't you just do this all day long? Just greetings from Thailand. What's up, Muggsy? Welcome, welcome. Pepper? What do you mean by pepper? Alrighty. It's not letting me get into my funded accounts here. Let me see if I can log in. Trying to get everything prepped for the stream chat. So we are golden. Me too, Tyler. What's up? Stay low key. We'll provide a manipulation phases of price theory is correct. Yeah, no, no more messing with you, FT. Yeah, it's good. It's good to see this consolidation, and then ideally, once again, looking for consolidation into a bearish manipulation followed by a bullish expansion. We have these untapped highs here at the 1:15 a.m., which is definitely one thing I'm looking for here in terms of price movement. So, gonna look to see price retrace into this high here, the 145, and same kind of follows with ES in this example. Except we do have some SMT at the highs. Yeah, it's actually some pretty big SMT there.
I'm just waiting, still waiting for this retrace here.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Kind of waiting it out. Yeah, chat, if
Yeah.
you guys have any questions at all, in terms of trading, live trading, how I trade, etc., etc.,
Live.
don't hesitate to ask anything here. Love to answer questions whilst we wait for the open. We have 5 minutes as well. So, do you extend the 15-minute BISI due to volume imbalance? Got that little 0.25 difference in close and open? Yeah. I mean, for me, it's so minuscule. It doesn't matter too much for me, to be honest. Josiah. Or this maybe this 15-minute wick is going to be the low. And just send it back up. Chat. Well, let's make predictions. Are we seeing 28,000 on NQ today? Do we think, chat? What's the verdict? 28K on NQ today. 30K. We got some ambition there. Imagine. 28K is really close. Yeah, 28K is super feasible. We're less than 150 points away from 28K. So that's a bit of a mover. Can't lie, chat.
What's up, Slim Shady? Alex, please don't mail our brains with the second shards. It's Monday. I'm sorry. I won't. I promise. To the moon. Alex, 28K is really close. Dude, we're like 150 points away from
We're
28K.
so close to
Wait, what?
28K.
Two questions. How come you're both bullish today? Is it because the daily FEG has to be tapped? Yeah, yeah. Um, well, 4 hour internal divergence with ES. Just making me bullish, man. Not today. All right, Sherry. Whatever you say, Sherry. Ugh. We won't do the 5 second, we'll do the 15.
Two questions. How comes you're both bullish today? Is it because the daily fair gap is tapped? Also, actually, please say this crazy 5,000. This is 5 second trade criteria. Bullish on the day. I mean, higher prices in general. Yeah, it is the fact that we've tapped into the fair value gap here on the 4 hour, 6 hour, and even as well. I mean, daily quite hasn't formed it, but on the 6 and 4 hour for me is the reason why we tapped into the encroachment of it, and we're forming a very bullish wick now. So not only that, but if we look at general sweep profiles, we're seeing a sweep out of the previous 4 hour and a sweep out of the previous 6 hour low here. And so if this manages before 10 o'clock to flip bullish, we're likely going to see a 10 o'clock expansion higher. That's hence why I'm bullish bias. How the shorts and open? We'll see. I mean, honestly, it'd be nice to see a bearish manipulation. Look for lower prices there, but I'm not too sure. I do a mix, FD. I don't do like TTFM directly. I use the candle framework. Like candle one sets the range, candle two manipulates, candle three expands, candle four expands. And I use that framework with SMT and imbalances for continuation series. Hmm.
You're
That's the honest verdict, chat.
using 6 hour?
Yeah, I've been using 6 hour just for higher time from profiling. It's so like if 4 hours messy, hop on the six. It's so clean. It's so clean. I just like to have it open. I don't use it religiously, but I like to have it open. Also, we have a minute left until New York Open here, so best of luck, everybody. Remember, trade smart. Make sure you guys are actually trading with proper size today. Don't accidentally hop on minis when you mean to be trading micros, right? Let's not make stupid mistakes we know we shouldn't be making. I
I use.
believe in you guys.
That's
So,
interesting.
what's interesting?
7 hour.
7 hour? Yeah, I know some people that use like GXT uses 7 hour. Do you trade GXT, Fletch? Because most people that I know that trade 7 hour trade GXT or the universal sequence. We might just get a bullish pop
Is that
here.
what it's called? Universal sequence.
Yeah, universal sequence. That's what like a fees J and oh, because of AM. Yeah, AM also uses 7 hour. That's a good point actually. AM's a big 7 hour connoisseur. All right, 9 seconds until the open here. Chat. See whether or not we get this bullish. Bit of a tight range consolidation. And see if we get a bearish manipulation or if we're just gonna just rip
What
her higher.
is this?
I couldn't tell you. Seen some bearish leg hands
What
here,
is
but
this?
I know, ugly. I don't like Nasdaq here. Oh God. Technically manipulated out this accumulation low. Technically, chat. technically, but not quite. Not what I was
Wow.
looking for, to be honest. This kind of buns.
Okay.
I honestly think we might see higher prices here. I hate to be that guy, chat, but we
Don't.
technically manipulated out this the low, this, this 912 low. Mm, bit more of a bearish leg there. See what happens here, chat. Nothing from me yet, of course, as you guys can probably tell. It was not the open I was anticipating. So I got no reason to trade it. Yes, you're continuing lower. I'm assuming YM is probably doing the exact same. There's good correlation today. Yeah, YM's doing the exact same. Market is trending lower. I repeat, trending lower.
Zimokit.
The market is going a lot lower today, chat. We will see. See if it wipes out the low. It's going to tap back in the 15-minute, which is what I wanted, though. Ideally, this is
Same.
what I'd like to see. ES is regaining some bullish strength here, but I want to see Nasdaq tap back in that 15-minute. Be really nice if we could do that, actually. Come on, Nasdaq, do you mind doing that for me, please?
Do you mind, please? I'm waiting, still waiting.
Yep.
Just
Nothing
want
from
this
here, chat.
want to retrace back into the 28s,
You,
26s,
you, you,
28s.
you honestly might get that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Um,
Continuation here.
I just need 800. Fair. I'm assuming, are you trying to target the 9 o'clock low or around the 9 o'clock low? Justin, how was your weekend? Weekend was really good. Just flew back from Florida, got to spend some time with the family, and I've got the missus in town, so it's a good little reset for me. Had a bunch of things I need to get done yesterday too, so can't complain, man. Yeah, it's not a bad target, Justin. Look for if you a sweep out of the 9 o'clock low wouldn't be too shabby. I could be game for that. I could get behind that. Yes, you're regaining some strength of that
Is it?
wick. Um, YM here as well, regaining quite a bit of strength. Nasdaq is lagging. We did form a bearish C2 though, the C2 sweep out of the previous 15-minute sweep. So we'll see. Yeah, not much from me here right now, chat. Really not a lot
Hmm.
here. No active SMT as well. Nasdaq's regaining some strength. No SMT with YM.
Come on, give us that retrace.
I know, just no news Monday. You in shorts? I don't know whose question that was for. I'm not in shorts, no. I know we formed this 1 minute C2, but I mean this is not what I wanted. I mean I wanted this, but I
Expect
wanted to retrace deeper into this 15-minute gap. So as of right now, I'm not in this. I'm
if we
just
get a
watching this.
closure above 841, I think we might just see higher.
Yeah, I would not be
Close
surprised.
above 841. 841 would be the
Tap into that's a 3-minute gap
yeah.
filling. Wow. Why I'm re-rejected lower. I think we're still gonna see lower prices. I think this is just a quick fake out from NASDAQ. Rejecting off of the we're rejecting off the VWAP right now too, chap. As Kane would say.
The view up.
We're rejecting off the VWAP.
How's your weekend? Good stuff. Break even 850s. Damn. Damn, son. This is just slow grind up. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think if you get a close above 841s, you'll see higher, but for now, I think this just wants to potentially redistribute. Again, I'm
definitely.
looking for a sweep of the 87s and then just into the 5 minute 28, 5, 15.
Yeah, there goes the fake out. Likely gonna see NASDAQ back into the 931 low here. I think the retrace is not over yet. We're still gonna see price go lower. This is just a temporary fake out. I'm
Yeah, I
not I'm
agree
not
with you.
believing we're moving higher yet. We haven't tapped into the lows, at least the 930 or even this 15-minute gap. I really
We
want to
have
see
a
retracing
15
this 15.
swing too. Ah, dude, I
Yeah,
might consider some shorts here.
Yeah, see, this looks good.
into the
That
eight,
original move from Nasdaq was a major fake out.
into the 740s.
Not a bad idea. Yeah, I can get behind that as well.
Doesn't look horrible, but
Does not look bad. Yeah, bit of a bullish wick on this 1 minute though. We swept out the 931 low. That was what I wanted to see. Um,
all right, chat. Let's give this a try. Limit set at 828 with my stop above the 848, so 20 points stop. See if we can just get this to move a little bit lower.
Dump it, mate. Yeah, it seems like it. It seems quite weak. ES is a little sideways right now. Nasdaq showing a little bit more relative weakness alongside YM here. YM is now barcoding a bit, but I still want to see this move lower.
Rough. Rough.
Still want to see YM looks like a zebra for me.
Oh, not looking bueno. Not looking bueno, team. No, it's okay.
Bit of a pop there back into
Up
the
is at 848. Yeah, it's got
ugh,
stuck.
ugly.
Ugh. Rough.
Didn't even tap. It hasn't even tapped in the 15 minute yet.
I did like that 15-minute swing too. 15 swing, hourly swing. You had those
I
nice
don't even blame you. It
conversions.
looks really good. Yeah, that formed a bullish C2 now, tapping back into the fair value now, or back into the 60. That's a retap of the 60. It's a back at the lows. I think we also have an SMT
But
confirmation there. Yeah,
we're
that's
trying
an
some shorts
SMT.
here at 834.
You gonna retry, you said?
Yeah, yeah. We're trying some shorts here. Managed
Active
to market
SMT
order
just got
in. I'll give it another go. Oh,
yeah, I don't like this SMT that just got confirmed at the 936 chat. It's looking like this might put in the low for me. Wow.
got tagged in there at 834. See if we can get a expansion to the lows. Retrying these shorts here. If it plays, it plays. If it doesn't, then I'm just done for the day, to be honest. I do like the conviction here on these shorts. I think we get a nice expansion here lower. I think once we get to the 812s, I'll move to break even. Come on, give me the 812s. Give me a quick move to the 812s and I'll move to break even.
Big tapping.
Yeah, come on. Come
Big
on.
dog's gotta eat.
812s. Come on, 837,
Curious to
36.
see if that 935 holds. Short's gonna play. I want to see if that 935 holds.
Come on. Give me the 812s, please. I'll do this soon. Oh, if not, we're just gonna consolidate here likely.
Alexa play Metallica Seek and Destroy. It's a great bar, Anthony. Yeah,
I
one
don't
thing
like this.
I'm just watching for this chat, likely gonna wait until 10 o'clock to be frank. SMT was confirmed at the 936 for me, so I'd like to see us expand away from this. Um, unless we tap back into the 15 form a secondary SMT, then I could be game for that. Lower prices, tap into the 15 minute, form an SMT, expand higher off the 10 a.m. That would be really nice. So that's what I'm looking for now.
Ah, dude, this is
That's what we're
rough.
looking for.
Yeah. Can we get a rejection here? Ugly, ugly chop fest. We did make a 5-minute swing too, which I'm not a big fan of.
Mm.
Let's see if we can get a push here. Come on to the 808s. If we can, then I'll just close this. Don't like that 5 minute swing, boys, to the upside. I just want to see us get back down to the 825s, just a strong rejection and see the 808s. Again, if we can get to the 812s,
812 would be good for you.
yeah, this is chocolate. I might be over managing it, but I'm gonna close this out, break even. I don't want to be this in this anymore. Watch it move down to the downside now.
Yeah,
Let's
don't
break
blame
even,
you.
boys.
Only thing I didn't like was that SMT at the lows that got confirmed there on the 1 minute. So chat for me, I'm hands off here. No trades for me yet. I'm just looking for we had this SMT at the lows between ES and NASDAQ, which is a good SMT pair that I'm watching for. So as of right now, what I would like to see is ideally watch for price to expand away from this SMT. We didn't tap into this 15 minute, which kind of aggravates me a little bit here. But we are about 19 minutes away from 10 o'clock. I'm going to see whether or not at the 9:45 we can grab a secondary entry here because we've now formed the C2, right? So if I were to enter this trade here, would have taken a limit here at the 60 and then stop at the protected low, which is that SMT low. That 1.5 would have now played out with the protected low holding. So for me now, I'm waiting out these 3 minutes, gonna wait for the 9:45 with the new 15-minute formation. With this 9:41 candle here, we're forming a really big imbalance. So I'm ideally looking to see the 9:45 likely trace into this imbalance once it creates it, and watch price expand away from that is kind of what my vision is here. So we'll see whether or not that happens. But that SMT at the lows, I mean, that's kind of what I told you guys. I wanted to see a bearish leg, watch for an SMT. Ideally, I was looking to see that occur within this 15-minute gap, and we didn't quite get that. But still, all in all, this is likely going to see higher prices off of this. So I am now watching this closely here, see if we can also form an SMT with ES or YM in this trade here too. So I will update you guys whether or not we end up taking a position at the 9:45 because if we do gap fill, if we do wick fill this, I won't have really any entry signature for a continuation sequence, but we'll see. Patience, patience for me here, chat. Feel like whenever we open a new weekly opening gap and have different opening gaps for Q and ES, we have chop. I mean, yeah, it's actually not a bad take. All right, so we've just formed a 1 minute gap here. I want to see how it looks on the three as well, because maybe the three will present a better entry. No, that's a wick fill on the three. So have this 1 minute gap here. Going to watch and watch for 9:45. Even if we trace into this now, it'd be nice to see 9:45 confirm a SIST closure for higher prices. But for me, chat, I'm bullish up until the 28Ks. I think we're likely going to see 28K on NQ today. Waiting with you, Lo. I got out at break even. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't blame you. I'm addicted. I can't be stopped. I'm trying to get off my Xbox, but I'm playing Minecraft.
New song today. New
A
song
new
unlocked.
song dropped, new song dropped.
Uh,
All right, it looks like it's likely gonna pull. We got 1 minute until the 9:45, and then likely gonna watch 9:45 opens. I guarantee we're gonna retrace to this fair value gap, SIST closure, expand away, and that's what I'm trading, chat. That is what I'm trading. Mark my words. You guys heard me say it right now. 9:45 opens. We see a trace into an imbalance in the 1 minute here, being this 1 minute fair value gap. Once we see that trace into SIST closure, expand higher. That'll be a C3 1 minute expansion. C3, candle 3, 1 minute expansion. That is what I'm playing. Also, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the lab live here. We are less than 170 away from 3K. So if you guys have not already, make sure you guys are supporting the streams here. Let's watch this 9:45 play out here because it looks like we're going to get that bearish leg that I want into this 1 minute imbalance. Yeah, man. Ideally, I don't want to see this inverse the 1 minute though, unless it's a failed inversion. So 9:45 officially tagged into the fair value gap here. So as I mentioned, that's the first sequence with my trade. I want to now see a closure above this change in state of delivery on the 1 minute. If we can see this 1 minute or the following few minutes close above this 60, I will be long on this and I will be looking to go long with the stop at the protected low, targeting I'll do likely a 2R here since it's within the -1 and -2 standard deviation. But this is the current setup of what I'm trying to see happen here, chat. So we will see, but I like the movement. It's the 945. Tapped into the 60 here, really looking for this closure here. Closure confirmation. Oh my God. Chat, if this actually plays out beautifully, this would be great. Give me this 1 minute closure here, and then I'll likely get in starters on market order and have my limits at the full size at this 60 here. But so far, chat, look at this. Tapped into the fair value gap, and we're expanding away now. Holy cow, I could have even entered it at fair value here on the one. All right, well, that's the 1 minute. I'm grabbing some market order entry and also hoping for retrace that 60. Okay. And that's my first positions grabbed here. Stop is now at the protected low. Alrighty. I'm in this with 6 micros as of right now, chat. And that price goes ring. There we go. Stop at the protected low, targeted 2R here. 1.5 would actually work well. I'll probably do a 1.5. I'll do 1.5 for
Good
partials
luck.
and take the rest, take some runners up to 2R.
This looks good for you.
This looks really good. And look, ES is expanding away now. This is exactly in that 50-minute indecision candle. Well, we did form a C2 down here, so I'm just trading a C3 continuation. Really good expansion off of this, chat. Holy cow. Alrighty, I want to see this 1 minute close. Ideally, if we can close above the 942 high, that would be really nice for me. 942 high wouldn't be a bad break-even zone as well. Failed closure will likely see us back in a little bit of drawdown here where it's going to trace into that 60. But that'll be full size for me if I get tagged in. Long from 66, very nice. So once again, chat, closure above this 942 high here is going to give me an expansion immediately up to that 1.5. That's going to be a pop zone for sure.
Yeah,
And once again, I want that
you
1 minute
see,
candle body closure here. So I'm really looking for this intensely here for this C3 expansion. Failed closure, we're likely going to see a little bit of a chop before market regains some strength. We pop above that. But I'm liking what I'm seeing on the 1 minute here.
I
Long
think
from
if
841, very nice.
you get above the
Alrighty.
80, you just blow through the 900s, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I know, dude. This will blow through the nines all the way up
Yeah.
until we'll probably make it to the 65. There we go, chat. Great expansion here on NASDAQ. This is what I want to see. Patience, patience, patience. Give me this 1 minute closure above, and we're likely going to just see that next 1 minute pop into our TP. But this is wonderful PA here on this. Beautiful C3 expansion off this move. Give me that closure. If this
Oh,
probably going to fail closure here, that's all right. Not a worry. This is a 15-minute C3. Back into some drawdown, likely going to tag into this change in state of delivery. Looks like the 942 high. I'm going to get tagged into full size here with this SIST. If we tag into it, I'll mark this out for you guys so you can see. It's at the 27,863.50, target 925. Very nice. Yeah, that lies within the 925 lies within the -1 and -2.5 standard deviation. So that's a really good target. Easy trades. Honestly, it's good to see some drawdown on this trade, reaccumulate a few orders before we pump market even higher. Market makers are getting ready to push this to all-time highs yet again. It just you can feel it, chat. It's in the blood, you know.
it's,
Nasdaq is breathing. ES here is already going to tag into that 115. What is it?
oh
ES
yeah.
is ready to tag into the 910 high. That's going to remove the SMT that we have. Good closure here. Oh, this is beautiful. Let's just see patience on this one, chat, for me. Great movement here on the one. Once again, looking for that 942 closure. And this will be a good C3 1 minute expansion. Stop is at the protected low here, which is the 945 low. ES here about to remove the SMT as well, which is going to be extremely bullish for NASDAQ once we remove that SMT. And we've now officially removed the SMT with NQ, which is huge. All right, let's see what happens, chat. Now we sit back and we see whether or not this plays out. For the sake of it as well, if we fail to get above this 942 a few times, I'll likely just take some partials up here because that would be about a 20-point partial because that's the third reject we've had off the 942 high. So ideally, I really want to see price continue off that. Back into some drawdown, classic. Love the walkthrough. I appreciate it. Yeah, see, ES removed the SMT, but ES is now rejecting off of that. So ideally, I want to see just, yes, you can retrace a bit here, but I want to see market push back above. As I told you guys, the 942 high was going to hold. So if a closure, candle body closure above the 942 is looking bullish for us, if we wick reject off of that, that's not what I want to see, right? I want to see market really pull above that 942 high and close on the 1 minute. ES regaining some relative strength here, which is nice for us. Also, for those wondering, I'm fully tagged in. I'm full size on this position since we did tag into the change state of delivery. So my limit orders there for my MNQ longs got filled, the final bit of my position. So this is a full size position for me. And I'm 2 times size on my personal account for this as well. So just letting you
Okay.
guys know, ES repopping higher though, retagging out the highs from earlier, the 910 highs. Bit of drawdown ain't gonna scare. How many? As it well in this one, full size as of right now, I'm in with 15 micros on this. So it's not insane size, but it's for the fundeds right now. It's full size for me as of what it's been recently, and I'm in with about 30 micros on the main. So decent size. Likely gonna cut off a few partials when we retap at the 942. Just because I'm afraid we're gonna wick reject that again if ES doesn't hold that 910 high. RTY pushing, good as it should. Tap back into the 942. No, it's actually 50Ks, but I've built a big buffer on them already. I'm taking out a few here at the 942, just grabbing a couple partials. Okay. I took 5 off here, so I'm still in with 10.
Watching a master at work.
Chat, the reason why I see we're rejecting off the 942, that's big. That's a quite a heavy resistance. So for me, I'm really looking for price to close above that if I want to see this price move higher. So hence why I took the partials. I'd rather just secure some profit while we're there in the case that Nasdaq decides that it wants to reject, or yes, the fact that it's rejecting off the 910 high, that it just decides it doesn't have any more strength in it right now. Because we are about 7 minutes away from 10 a.m. So ideally, I want to see the rest of 9 o'clock just pull higher here. I'm trading a couple different props, my funded Lucid, or my two primaries, and then I have some tradeifys. See, reject off the 942 high yet again. That's our 5th wick reject. So this might actually lead to an invalidation. Quite a few rejects there. This is a great trade, but it just could not close above that 942. What's YM doing? What type of sauce is YM on? A little bit of a wick reject there as well. Back into some drawdown here, but we still have our protected low. Let's hope that protected low stays protected, ideally. I think I might actually just take, if we retag on the 942, I might just take out full size. It's going to be about a 101R, kind of small, about 18.5 points, but that 942 is holding well, and ES is sort of, we have a triple equal highs on ES right now. Not what I want to see, right? I still have some faith this is going to hit our TP, but obviously when you see 5 wick rejections off of the price level that you're anticipating a closure above, it's not ideally what you're looking for, right? I want to see price expand and close above in our intended direction relatively smoothly. So yeah, if I do close this early, it's just because this 942 is holding, and as we get close to 10 o'clock, I wouldn't be surprised if that wick rejects a bit. Also, ES here led with a major wick, so I think we actually still no SMT. Do we have SMT now? Oh, we actually do have, no, we don't have SMT. No SMT with ES. Yeah, chat. I want to be safe here. I want to secure profits while we're at it. It is a no news Monday, first day of the week as well. So I'm not a lot of pressure for me to perform with a full 1.5R if this doesn't play out. So ideally looking for this higher. So yeah, guys, just giving you the full verbal walkthrough for this trade though. Wanted to showcase to you guys truly how I trade. And so this is kind of what I'm looking at. So not always will you see me take out a full 1.5R, especially what we're seeing here is this wick accumulation here. So still looking for this 942. This is a longer trade than I was anticipating, but so be it. So be it, Shet.
Shut.
Yeah, yes, weak. All right, let's just hope that protected low holds, chat. Shet. See, this is ugly. Likely gonna get tagged out here on the 1 minute, actually. Looks quite bearish now. See, that was six. I was 6 wick rejections, by the way. So gonna get tagged out. All right, we're tagged out on the last bit. Yeah, beautiful trade turned into those wick rejections. Probably should have, once I saw that third or fourth wick rejection, should have definitely taken out more partials there just because ES swept out the SMT. Well, we're back into that gap, so we could even retry at the new
Yeah.
15 minute. But
I'm gonna
already
give
chat.
851s a try here for some longs.
Yeah,
Just market those 851s. See if we can just get into the 895s. I think we get a good reaction out of this 15-second OB here. So I'm 851.25 with just a stop below that low. I think once we get to the 875s or 880s, I'll move to break even. Just want to see a quick move there if possible.
won't even lie. I think it might have just put in a new low. The 955 is going to be that low. I think we're going to expand away from the 955.
Give me the
It
880s.
looks really good now. We also have equal lows on ES, dude. It's gonna tag me out by about 2.5 points, chat, and we're gonna expand away now. Well, chat, regardless, that's a trade I would take 100 times out of 100. So I'm not even complaining here. Also managed to manage my risk more accordingly by taking those partials. But this looks good here, chat. As we pull into 10 o'clock here in three
Eight.
minutes.
I'm break even here at the 880s.
Nice.
I'm just gonna look to target the 895s. Actually, I'll close out half my position at 895 and then just let the rest ride hopefully to the 925s if that's possible. Give me a push. Give me a push. Come on.
Dude, this looks good. And that's also an active SMT because ES has equal lows. NASDAQ has a lower low here. So that's also SMT. This looks good, dude. I might retag myself into this chat. I'm not even gonna lie. I might retag.
Oh, dude, criminal.
Just I know that one
Criminal
minute.
rejection, man.
So sad we couldn't get above that 942.
Criminal.
Criminal. And SMT with YM. Man, that doesn't look bad, chat.
Break even here, boys,
Bull
just so you
asset
guys know.
SMT.
At the 851s. Well, I'm one tick above break even, so like 851.5. Come on, give us that push into the 995 so I can close half, and then the 925s close the rest. Come on.
Might even try and tag in ES. ES looks really good here. Nasdaq looks a little more indecisive, but I like ES here. That protected low, target 1.5. I quite like ES. All right, we've got a minute till 10 o'clock here. I'm gonna watch for this retrace and desist. Yeah, I think I'm gonna tag myself into ES longs. I think, yeah.
880, 873. If we get a push into the 85s, I'm going to trail my stop to 73 to secure a 2R on all my contracts. So I just want to see a push into the 85s. Okay. So I trailed to 873, so my stop is now at 2R. So if I get stopped out here, then that'll just be a closure at 2R.
Nice.
76 is my bad. So 76 is. So let's see if we can just get a push here into the 95s because I don't want to see this reject again from that 4-hour open above. So my stop is now at 76, which is roughly, yeah, 2.3R. So if it just comes back down to me to 76s, then I'll just get stopped at 2.3R. Nice, beautiful stuff. Okay,
Oh, good stuff.
that's half my position off. The rest is being trailed, so it's at 2.3R. And that's my closure.
Good stuff,
Uh,
dude. Bang,
oh,
bang.
15-second
You took the
fucking
longs I needed, man. Dude, and it finally closed above the 942, by the way. Of
oh,
course it does that, you know? Classic.
classic, yeah. All right, boys, out there, 896, beautiful stuff. Thank you, NQ. I did take three trades today. I took a loss initially on that short, and then I took a break even on a secondary attempt on that short, and then I finally managed to get this.
Okay. Also, I'm retagged here in the ES this time as well, chat.
Yeah.
Just a heads up, I'm retagged into ES. Or not retagged into I'm tagged into ES. Target on 1.5.
See if I
I'll
can.
get full here. All right, there we go. Brings the average to 50.
Here
There we go.
is beautiful stuff.
All right.
The split screen is nice, dude. It's so nice.
So nice.
It's so nice.
Well, chat, originally the original TP I had would have played out beautifully there on NASDAQ. Decided to take me out by literally 2.5 points on NQ and then continue higher. So winner or not, we had the right read. Market just wasn't ready to continue higher in the moment that I was in on that trade, but still would take that trade 100 times out of 100. Like that was, I'd say, a pretty well managed trade on my end from that first bet. But hey, it
For sure.
happens. Jet
Dude, I wasn't even paying attention to the time. It was kind
WW.
of
Dude, that was a beautiful trade. Well done off that sweep. That was good.
15
Good
second OB.
stuff.
I'm
Good
telling you.
stuff, man.
15-second OB sauce.
Dude, it seems like it. Chat, am I hopping on? Am I hopping on the tech? Is this the tech? 15-minute OB?
Rain on me. You in this?
In what? This move higher? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
in on I'm in on
I
ES.
might
Not
rejoin you.
heavy size though, just enough to
I might rejoin you. Make hay when the sun shines, bro.
make hay when the sun shines.
If
Yeah,
this comes
except I think
back to
I think it might come back a bit and I'll get tagged.
the
Not heavy size in this though,
851s,
just because I took that one loss already. It's going to fly now. That'd be ideal, right? We finally got that 942 closure I wanted. Little rat chat. NASDAQ the little rat.
so I'm
That
actually
945 played out exactly like it was literally textbook. I was telling you guys exactly what I wanted to see NASDAQ do, and it did it. And then it decided to expand away. And that entry, we got the full tag in here as well. Stop at that protected
nice,
low. Yeah, that
nice.
1.5 played out more than beautiful there.
871 is a
Unfortunado.
nice rejection. If you get a closure above the 88s, you'll just see the 900s, I think.
Yeah,
88s.
definitely. Oops. 15-second OB with some sauce. Alex with some sauce. Alex cooked on that chat. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are liking the stream, man. Alex is chefing up some sauce for all of you, man. 15-second OB, the king.
Seconds charts. Don't let them tell you they're not beautiful. I don't know, dude. All right. Got I would love to see sweep of the 863s, but I want this to work out for the both of us. Come on. You're in on ES or NQ? ES?
I'm in on yes, yeah.
Take a look at ES actually.
I like that
Hmm.
move higher, but now we're tracing. We might try and remove this equal lows here. Hey, what's up,
250s.
Sports Connect?
250s point 0.5. I think you get a nice rejection from the 7250.5 on
Yeah,
ES. I might actually join you on that. Okay, let's see. 250s. 250, 250s, 250s.
250s is my stop at that protected low from the SMT.
Fuck. I believe.
Oh, we'll see, dude.
NQ just took out. NQ just tapped back into that 15-second OB at 862. If we get a closure above 73, so I'll look to join you.
Sweet.
All right, I'm in.
Just watching ES here, chat. See what happens.
Stop is at 860. Entry is at that 873. I think we get a nice little push here at
Yeah,
900s.
be nice. Back in it.
Stop is at that low. Come on, give us a push. I'll look to go break even if we get above the 891s on this 15-second OB. Come on, give us a push.
Come on. Come
Yeah,
on.
88s. Give us 88s next. So I can go to break even. 88s, 88s. Then I think this will be my last scalp, whichever direction it plays out.
Yeah. Likely gonna be my last trade. If not, it'll be second to last trade here. Depends on how this plays. Officially tilted with 5 losses, about above 50k counts if long doesn't work. Or how heavy are you sizing for 5 trades? How much size are you putting in those trades, Joe or SMM?
24, 14. Give us that push.
Yeah, it looks like 10 o'clock's gonna be a little consolidating around these all times.
Oh, this might come for me. My stop.
Gross. I'm also, yeah, I think it's rejecting off the
Mm,
hourly fair value on ES aggressively. Nasdaq inverse that, but it's not tracing back into the top of the inversion. Might even pull back into the encroachment. Yeah,
nice.
we have this hourly fair value chat. So ideally, I'm looking to see 10 o'clock inverse this hourly. Good push here on ES though. I like this.
Yep, me too.
This is nice.
Love that. Love that.
Love that for us. 5 trades on one day. 5 to 10 micros on 5 trades. Yeah, that's boss man. I can't lie. I mean, that's your mistake right there. 5 to 10 micros, and you're taking, if you've already taken 5 trades, I'm assuming you don't have a defined model because I don't know what model would have played out 5 trades by now. SMM. Just trying to be honest with you here. If nobody's going to tell you, I'm going to tell you it myself. I think if you're taking 5 trades and you're trading 5 to 10 micros, there's got to be I'm assuming you don't have a defined entry signature. Because for me, I've only been given 2 entry signatures and one that was honestly, I really liked that 945 that I had, dude. That 945 trade was really solid. It was playing out exactly how I wanted. It was just that 942 that held
I'm
so well.
here the 88, so I am break even here, boys. Can we get into the 900s, please? I actually won't leave my take
I'd
profit
love
at
to see the
900.
900s. I would love to see the 900s right now.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh,
whoa, 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 whoa,
whoa.
whoa.
And I'm tagged out. Whoa. All right. What did Trump say? What did Trump say? Jeez Louise. Okay. I'm hands off the marker right now then. Jeez Louise.
Did I got stop break even on that? I think I did. Oh, I might have gotten slipped. Let me check.
I even got slid from that, dude.
Show all. Yeah, I got slipped by 3 points. Okay, nothing crazy. Dude, all right.
Dude, what was
Thank
that? All right, who
God.
spoke, chat?
This is
Keep X
why
open, gents. Yeah, but I didn't even think even if a tweet went out, that was the second a tweet came out though, you know?
I got slipped a lot. No, dude, I literally I was like, okay, 88s, let me move to break even. As soon as we tapped to 88s, we just
Boom.
jumped.
I got slipped a lot. Yeah, I got slipped. I got slipped about a
Damn.
point and a half there on ES chat.
Yeah, I got slipped by 3 points on NQ on that
Jeez,
break even.
man.
What
Can't
the
catch a
heck?
break over here, man.
All right, yeah, I am actually manually locking myself out of this.
Yeah, I might as well here. I'm gonna look for maybe one more. Not now, but I'm gonna look for maybe one more. We'll see.
I want no
Currently,
part
that
of
we're just rejecting off the hourly gap and 15-minute gap on ES and NQ here. So
bro.
maybe,
Honestly,
dude, what was that barcode model? Yeah, right.
I am locking myself out on this.
Yeah, that was not pretty
Lock
chat.
out.
That was just Alex was break even. I'm like, oh sweet, we're out of drawdown now. Boom. Boom. Half a second later, we just get fried. What'd the Prezi say, chat? What's he? Somebody take his phone away from him, please.
Dude. Anybody have news on that actually?
Yeah, actually,
Maybe
I'm gonna let's see if I can find that.
the barcode model.
Yeah, right, dude. Jeez Louise, man. Yeah, chat. If anybody had explosion and fire reported on Korean vessel. There's no
Uh,
way that's what sent that lower though.
dude,
He said, "Now we go."
yeah. Now we
Yeah,
go. Dude, you got
yeah,
that closure above the 862s on NQ. Yeah.
yeah. Chat, what do we think? Do we think Barron's short of that? Hey, Dad, what are you gonna tweet on your phone right now? Yeah, I'm gonna tweet that we're gonna continue sending explosives. Okay, great. I'm gonna enter a $300 million short, pops. Thanks. God. Chat, we can't make that
Criminal.
up. Now what's
Dude,
funny is it's gonna still continue higher, chat. It's still gonna
how
continue higher
criminal.
now, but it just had to take us out. Baron eating good, dude. That just came out of my squawk. Yeah,
I wonder if did we have the two up when that happened? I'm curious because like
that would have been that'd be a funny clip.
like, it would be
Both of us
such
in
a
that.
funny clip. I like,
Whoa.
oh.
Hey, chat, we're liking this movement now. Whoa. All right, and we're
Yeah,
out.
we did have the two
Jeez.
up. Yeah, we
Uh,
had it.
we had it up? Did we?
Yeah, yeah, we got it. We got it. Perfect.
Oh, that's actually gonna be a legendary clip. I don't even care that I got stopped out now. That's just funny.
Worth it.
Chat, well, we formed another SMT with ES and NASDAQ here. I just like, this framework, dude. I like this move. I just want to see it move higher. I'm just, honestly, the 3 minute closure here, it doesn't like, I want to see higher prices, chat. Off this 3 minute SMT looks really nice there too.
That's
We
hilarious.
actually already confirmed the 1 minute SMT. Maybe I'll actually tag it. I like maybe I'm being too greedy here because I want to tag in a one more long, but I just think price is moving higher, chat. Like on NQ here, tap back into the 60, stop at this protected low. Feels like it's gonna be a slow grind. Now that we've had that manipulation again, chat, I really think market's ready to go higher now. Seems they don't want anyone invited to this ride. Yeah, I know. Market makers are. What's funny is now I'm going to map this trade out. It's not going to tag into the 60 and it's going to slowly expand into that 1.5R, which is exactly what it's doing now.
Dude, that's so criminal.
It is buns.
That is
Buns,
actually
chat. Look at
so
that. Now we're
criminal.
already 25 points on that
That's
on NQ.
crazy.
And ES is now above the hourly gap too, which is what I wanted. So we're now fully back above the hourly gap. I'm gonna look for this 1 minute retrace, and I'm honestly just gonna tag in here, chat. And this is my final one of the day. So if this doesn't play out, this doesn't play out. But with that manipulation, that news manipulation, and we're seeing a V-shaped recovery now on ES and NQ. This looks pretty good here. And if not this 15 minute, I'll wait until the 10:15 since we are a minute and a half away from that, and I'll trade the following expansion. But yeah, chat. A little unfortunate that this is what's played out as of right now, just because the general move of market wanting higher prices is exactly what ended up happening, and that's what I wanted. But my original trade from this morning, just no cigar on that one.
Criminal, bro.
Criminal, criminal. But we do have some new 1 minute gaps forming here too that I could trade the 9:15 off of. So I'm not opposed. All right, 9:14 open. I'm so glad we had the split screen on that. That's impeccable, dude. That's
Did
gonna
you
be
see
such a good.
the picture? I sent it in the Discord group chat. It looks so funny.
Yeah.
We literally had the
We were
same
all
exact
over it, just
reaction.
shitty delivery. For my trade Stronzy you talk about, Strasny? Wow. Yeah, I think now it's just gonna expand away. Wow. Yeah, that I really
Just
like that trade, but so be it. It happens to the best of us. 9:15 open here is gonna trace in to this one. Overall thesis was solid. Yeah, I really like my thesis for that trade. And I mean, it played out. I said 9:45, watch for the retrace, then a closure above a 60, continue higher. And it continued higher, but we ended up, market makers clearly wanted more orders. So they stopped me out by 2 points and then decided to just rocketeer market higher. So Cheers. All right, that's the 9:15 open. Now we're tracing into this fair value gap. So I'm gonna retag this for me is gonna be last trade of the day. So I'm gonna watch to see if this 9:15, this is the new 15 minute. If we can see this pull above this SIST closure above, that's gonna be an entry signature for myself. And this will be the last one for me today. So if this doesn't play, then c'est la vie, chat, you know? C'est la vie. We'll see whether or not if we get a couple failed closures though, once again, that's gonna have me shooken out of the trade, and I will not be trading it. Ba-da-da-da. 9:15 retagging back into that low. But I do like the fact that we inverse the 15-minute gap here, Timothy. And ES has some relative strength too, getting above this 15 and hourly gap. And you got nothing on you, baby. Good reaction here off the gap. Tagged into the SIST, a little bit of a reject off of that now. Just kind of waiting. No entry signature from me yet, so I'm just gonna let this kind of do its thing right now. For all we know, it's not going to confirm it till the 9:30, and we're going to miss the C3 window entirely. So for me, that would just be a no trade. Also, once again, chat, if you have not already, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the Lab Live. It does help us out a ton. Shows us that you guys do enjoy the streams. Shows us some support, and it's completely free, believe it or not. Completely free sauce. So just saying, chat. But if you guys haven't already, retagged into the fair value gap here. Let's get inverse this. What's happening? That's the 1 minute here. Let's see what happens. See ES slowly grinding higher now. Damn, we are seeing the move that I wanted. ES back at the 7260s. NASDAQ retracing lower. Also a chance that this just consolidates a bit too. It is a no news Monday. So just a heads up, no news Monday. And the only major news this week, I mean, we have PMI Tuesday, but Friday's NFP. So Friday's kind of the main news watch for me personally right now. We're actively forming an SMT within this gap, though, that I do like a little bit. Chat. I do like that we're forming an
Yeah,
SMT in this gap here. SMT in this gap. If we confirm this closure here, I am in on this trade. Don't think we'll get the closure in 10 seconds here, but I still like this movement. SMT in this gap though on the 1 traced into the imbalance that was made during the C2 window. That's pretty solid, chat. We like that a little better.
crazy move, man.
I know.
Unreal.
Yeah, there we go. Likely gonna now expand away. Like there, it's a decent, that's actually a decent stop as well. I like that. It's a good stop. Nothing on you, baby.
Baby.
Nothing on you.
No, you,
On
babe.
you. No, no, no. Oh my God. I feel like whenever we get on a segment with you and I just start, we're just vibe checking the entire chat. Oh, dude, the screenshot that you took is peak. That is so good. Dude, that is so good. Uh, All right, that's a closure above on the one here, so I'm gonna get tagged in on Sisty. Grabbing a couple to start here. Alrighty, let's see if we get tagged in full, but I'm in on a few micros here on NQ. For those wondering as well, the entry there is at the 0350 was my tagged in entry on NQ. So just in case you were wondering, but we'll see if we get fully tagged in at the Sisty retrace there. I'd like to just see this grind higher. Nice SMT in that gap fill. Ideally, I just want to see, I mean, we've now seen the 900s. So now I'm looking for the higher 900s here. ES is slowly grinding its way up. About to fully, probably get full tagged in here at the Sisty in just a sec. I actually love that picture so much. That is peak, dude. All right, that's a tag in there. So that brings the average down a bit into the 901.75. Bing. There we go. 901.75 and the 1.5R. So this plays, we'll see. Ideally look to see this slowly grind higher. I like our stop at this fair value as well. It's right at the encroachment too. So orders that were collected should have been collected. And this will be a final one for me. Wouldn't be surprised. There's also a 15-minute SMT at the gap fill here. FD, that's what I like. That's my primary watch there because I want to see higher prices. I came into today with a bullish bias, saw the bearish manipulation. Now I want to see bullish expansion off that. Nothing on you, baby. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow, ES is showcasing a very nice move here higher. Leading asset on that SMT pair as well. So we'll just see. But yeah, once again, chat, I am tagged in on NQ here. This is the final trade of the day for me personally. Just letting y'all know. Whatever happens, happens. Might be one of these trades that's just going to grind higher. Um, Equal lows, C2 fill, Jacob, followed by imbalance, SMT within gap fill. SMT and gap fill yields pretty high or very high probability for me. That's the primary. ES is showcasing more of the true move that I'm looking for. NASDAQ is being a little indecisive. Ideally, look to remove that SMT at the 10-12 high. Now to trade on gold, let's go. I didn't even check. I didn't even analyze commodities today, man. I have no idea what's popping with commodities today.
Gold's kind of
Gold
clean to the
continue.
downside.
Yeah, it looks like it on the 15 there. Wow, interesting. Okay. Oh my God, trend line traders are gonna eat this up, chat. Oh my Lord, look at this. Peep this trend line on my chart right now. Chat. Oh, chat. Are you kidding me, guys? This was a bearish flag here. See the breakout, right? So you want to go long off the breakout. Target on the low of that move there. Target a 2R. Breakout traders are going, oh my God, chat. This is a
Tory
trend line trade here.
trader.
We're seeing a bearish flag, so or technically a bullish flag. So we want to see this breakout occur. Breakout has occurred, so now we want to see price expand higher off of this. All right. Okay, not ES and Nasdaq are retracing, so this invalidates. I'm locked out on the day, and we'll be down about, let me do some math here. Luckily not
Quick
too much,
math.
but I think we'll be down around 620 on the day.
Quick
If this
maths.
tags us out, we'll be down around 620.
All right, Mr. Leo, I'm gonna hop off here.
Alrighty. Dude, good trades again, dude. You absolutely nailed that
Yeah,
one. Nailed those
dude.
longs.
I'm
Oh,
gonna I'll clip the the news release.
please,
I'll
dude. I
send it
need to
over to
see
you.
that. That was so funny. Alrighty. Well, thanks for hopping on. I'll
Dude,
see
thank you.
you. I'll see you soon.
Chat, love you all. Get well from that cold. Thank you, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
get well,
feeling
boss man.
it, dude.
Get well.
Talk to you all. Love you all. Thank you.
Later, later, boss. Ciao, ciao. Want to see this get back here, chat. See what happens. Retracings, a little bit of a inversion here. Okay, nice. All right. Want to see that go up. Idea looking for this price to pull higher, chat. We will see. Back at a drawdown here on NQ. We're in this with size. I want to see this slow. I think we're just going to see retrace expansion, retrace expansion. It's going to slowly expand higher here because I think everybody knows that NQ is making its way. It's making its debut into the 28K. So 28K is not going to be a bad zone here. Also, let me check the I want to see here whether or not we got a retrace. Wow. Yeah, that was actually beautiful. On SPY here, we retraced into the 40% or 25% here and then traced higher off of that. So that's actually not bad. Really solid. Really, really solid here. What's SLV doing as well? That's what I meant to check. SLV. How's everybody's Monday going though, chat? How are we all doing? Are we surviving today? Surviving the PA today for the most part? Maybe, maybe not. Tied back into 50%. Do you ever look at options flow far validation? Sometimes, yeah. Barely. You got it. I believe in you. But yeah, sometimes I do. Not trading today? That's a great idea. That is a great idea. Not a lot of good profile. Daily profile is definitely not present as well, so I don't blame you. Nothing on you, baby. What R did you use? 1.5. If I'm in a trade chat, 9 times out of 10, I'm trading with 1.5 R. It is rare you see me trade anything above a 1.5 R unless there's a very clear draw that I'm super fond of. But you will not see me trade anything less than a 1.5. Just letting you know. Yes, here. Want to see ideally once again, chat. Might be ambitious, right? Because we got stopped out the first time. But I do want to see a closure above the 10-12 high here on NASDAQ. Failed closure, and we're likely just going to range for quite some time as market makers reaccumulate. I got the dump in London. I'm not trading this New York morning. Mara, that's a great idea. That is a fantastic idea. That was a fantastic idea. We are not gonna lie. I entered your trade. I do the first one, but I must understand I have to trade for myself. But all good. Always have a good time here. Not gonna lie. Well, I'm glad you have always a good time here. Past eval took small win on pro trading last night. Very nice. Thinking about checking out. Do you trade every day based on the tools? For options, yeah, I really like them. I think they're very solid. I think they're very, very solid. I think that's a smart call. There's a chance that if we don't get above the 10-12 high, we're just gonna consolidate a bit. Mm, just consolidate after 10 o'clock because I don't know if market makers are full ready yet. I think when market makers are ready to pull price to the 28K, we will know for a fact, you know? We will 100% know when they're ready to pull price higher. See, because right now we're just in this accumulation range right now. So I really want to see this pull. Da, 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 da. See wick fill, wick fill, wick fill. I feel like somebody's gonna get bored and tweet out some crazy news. Arturo, what's up? I lost my 2 accounts 2 weeks ago. I had a break from trading for a week, and this is the week I'm gonna be trading on demo to build confidence and back. And also backtesting is a smart thing to do, right? 100%, 100%. Trade a demo and see. All right, that's a tag out. All right, locked out for the day. We are locked out for the day. Market makers are not ready to pull price higher. Looks like they want to continue trend lower. All right, we're down about 620 on the day. Yeah, Arturo, definitely a good call though. Definitely a good call to do that. I think that is a smart and wise call. Good man. Inverse the hourly here at the 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is now traced into the EQ of that. See if we fail this inversion. Seems pretty promising at this point. is a smart thing to do, definitely. See, ES just expanding higher. ES gave us more of the move that I wanted here with this expansion off of that fair value. Now look at this. See, trend's just going to continue. This is not, yeah, this is not the PA I want to be trading. All right. Well, we're manually locked out on everything, chat. So no more trades for me today personally. I'm gonna just be hopping. I'm not hopping off yet. We'll just do some referencing of these trades, but once again, 4 hour sweep here into this 4 hour gap. Looked for higher prices. Prices are now moving higher, but we're seeing these really deep retracement legs of market makers just tagging everybody's stop. There are some stops being tagged, and I am one of them. Wow, just off that was 864 to 884 within 2 seconds there. Wow. It's going to be another tag out that's going to lead to an expansion higher. That is so funny. They're coming for the stops, man. I'm telling you, chat. Now we're expanding away from that. Oh, and like now ES is gonna get above that 1022 high. Oh, this is comical. This is pure comical. Pure comedy. The 5 minute looks really good. Oh, chat. It happens to the best of us. Are you familiar with 7 hour profiling is less chaotic? 7 hour profiling is great. I don't use the 7 hour. I use more 6 hour, but 7 hour I've heard is really good. I've honestly personally haven't had a lot of experience with it, but I'm assuming it is probably pretty solid. Off the 5 minute, yeah, look at that. Look at that. And this is just all in the C2 now because we confirmed the C2 protected low stayed. This is just a C3 expansion on the 5 on ES. Not in on this trade, by the way, chat. I'm not in on this trade. Look at this, though. Stopped out of NQ here and immediately tracing back higher. This is so classic. Wow, look at that. Immediate expansion to the 67s now. Wow, wow, wow. And back into the 900s on NQ. This is really came for the stops. It came for the stops and is expanding away now. Oh my gosh. Look at NQ now. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. That would do it. Nothing on you, baby. Think with these equal lows, they're just tracing into these equal lows. So I feel like in the future, I should probably put my stop down lower in a market like this, but it is pretty sideways. ES here was definitely the preferred asset to trade in this series, though. I'd say ES and YM. NASDAQ was clearly not the right asset to be trading for me today, unless I was doing like the 15-second OB, which is okay. Mistakes happen, chat. I'm not complaining. We managed our risk accordingly. Likely going to expand away now and probably going to get that. I think once we see this 10-12 closure, we're just going to slowly grind up into the 27 965.75 here. It's likely what we'll see. They might say, huh? Dun, 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 dun. 15-minute SMT on the highs at the moment. Yeah, we definitely have this 15-minute SMT. That is one thing to make note of right here. I was just scouting that right there. I'll even mark it out for you. Oops. from the 545 amp. Yes, sir. You know it. And they got nothing on you, baby. Yeah, that's also right. From the 545 amp, that's a good point. We do have that major SMT. That is a very, very good point. Good scout, brother. Yeah, for me, chat, it looks like we're just going to consolidate a bit and grind higher. We're within this 15-minute gap and this hourly gap here. It looks like we're tracing back. Ideally, look for this 10 o'clock to close bullish, and we'll see us expand back into the highs, the 1 o'clock highs here. If not, I can't lie, I don't think we'll see too much else happen for today. So for me, I'm already off the charts for today. Um, the fun thing is I'm up a little bit green on the personal account because it closed out my partials at full since I was using my funded account as my lead. So I'm light green on the personal but red on all the fundeds, which is a-okay chat. Part of the process, which is quite funny if you ask me. So yeah, chat. I'll leave a couple minutes for some questions, and if not, I'm honestly just going to hop off the charts here. As per usual, I have no reason. This is not the window I like to trade as well, so I don't really have lots of reason to want to get involved with market right now. We're not really seeing too much clear PA, so for me, this gives me less interest in wanting to get involved. So just as a heads up, chat, so you guys are aware, but that's currently what I'm looking for. Is I'm honestly just looking to hop off here in a second, just let the markets trend higher because we're likely going to see ES and NQ just continue to trend higher here. But for me, there's no entry sequence when we have tight consolidations followed by deep retracements. That's just not the type of framework I look for in these positions. So, um, not a lot happening here. Back into the IB high on QQQ, kind of the same framework with SPY, except SPY is expanding away from the IB. That 50% retrace really played out there too. That 101, yeah, wow. And back into Friday's range. There goes a pop on NQ and ES as well. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are liking the stream as per usual. I will likely hop off here. I'll answer some questions. If you have any in chat in terms of entry signatures, trading, etc., do not hesitate to ask me. I would love to answer some questions for you guys. 1 minute is now expanding away. That was quite an aggressive 1 minute. Yes, and Alex will be back on later for PM sessions. So make sure if you guys haven't already, turn on notifications in the lab. We will be doing the PM session stream, or Alex will be doing the PM session stream. So make sure you stay tuned, show him some support there. Show my poor boy with the cold some support. Wow. See, now we're expanding higher. It's funny. That's the high that I wanted originally. So I just got chased today. Nothing on you, baby. Rejecting off of the 10-12 high here. Still major SMT, retrace, expansion. I think YM is likely doing the same thing as ES here. Yep, YM's doing the same as ES. Bit of a consolidation though at those highs. We'll see though. Alrighty. Yep, there goes the re deep retrace into expansion higher now, taking out wick to wick. This is definitely a market for wider stops, that's for sure. Especially with my entry. Well, some wider stops would not be too bad, I can't lie. Wow, there's that closure I wanted as well. So we are seeing it all right now, chat. See if we can just go back here a little bit, back to that entry. Yeah, wow, wow, wow. ES ended up expanding away from that. ES officially tagged into that original 1.5. Didn't even give me the sequence, just decided to run. Let's just go here really quick. Likely gonna see that. See that SMT with that C3. Would have been a beaut. Got tagged out there at that aggressive 1029, formed a new low, and now just expanding away from that. So, and we got that closure above the 1012 that I wanted as well. So, looking like it's definitely going to finally expand how I wanted it to, which is all part of the game, man. Have to post these losses for transparency, chat, but that's going to play out very well. The moves I wanted both played out very well, but just couldn't capitalize on them. Got tagged out. Market decided it was a better opportunity for it to just take me out of the position, swipe a couple stops, and expand higher. So, c'est la vie. That looks really good. We're definitely looking for these. Looks like 28 is probably going to be met today, chat. PM session. We might regain some aggression in PM session too. So, that is the life. Yeah, it's going to expand away. Alrighty, chat. Well, I can't lie. I think I'm going to be hopping off the charts here. No reason for me to get involved any longer here. Just kind of looks like we are slowly making our way higher. Gonna likely grind higher now on NQ. Market was watching you today. Yeah, Market was watching me closely today, and that's okay. It's part of the game, man. It's why we trade. We'll consider this a market tuition day for myself and locking out. I'm fully locked out already. Emphasis, the bullish bias is going to work out. We're likely going to see trend just continue to pull higher aggressively here on NQ. And other than that, though, chat, I mean, not much else to say, right? We managed our risk accordingly. We sized in kind of exactly how I wanted to. For my full size position, at least my recent quote unquote full size position with NASDAQ this morning, really liked that 945 trade. Couldn't quite catch that one. Sadly, market decided had other plans, which is also okay. Just to quickly break that one down for you guys, once again, we had that SMT C2 confirmation, 945 opened, pulled into this gap, closed above this high. And then we had our full entry at the protected low here. I wanted that 1.5. So we got tagged out. Alrighty, so that's kind of what I wanted to see was this higher price here. So just to map out these two trades, those are the two sad ones from today. But all right, chat, I'm going to be hopping off for today. So thank you all so much for tuning in. If you have not already, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing to the lab segments. And Alex will be on for PM session. So if you have not already, make sure you guys are tuning into that. I will see you all for AM session tomorrow. I'll be on the earlier session though. I'll be on the 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock or the 8 to 10 o'clock session. But yeah, not lots of reason for me to get involved here. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. So thank you all so much for tuning in as per usual. Much love to every single one of you. Thank you to all the usuals for coming in, asking questions, getting involved in markets with me. And without further ado, I'll see you on the very next stream. See everybody. Ciao, ciao.